Apfel Doctor Germany, Ben, hi. Yeah, just want to say some words to my last video yesterday, to the RAM video of the iPhone 7 Plus. Some people wrote under the video, we couldn't see enough and things like that. I just forgot to deactivate the ZXW window, and I don't want to waste the video because it was a nice repair and you saw it's the right board. You just didn't saw some things like I separated the RAM from the CPU. I will do another video for that these days as soon as I have time to do that, because this week I'm only there until on Thursday. On Friday I'm not here, so I think it will be next week. So next thing I got on the table here is an iPhone X for data rescue after water damage. Yeah, let's go. I didn't do anything on this device. We just checked the amp meter. We got about 100 milliamps. We see nothing on the screen. Okay, let's disassemble the phone and have a look how it looks from the inside. Just did another iPhone X water damage some seconds before. It's already finished. It was saltwater damage, and this one I don't know if it is saltwater or sweet water. I don't know. Just do a short announcement for Instagram. And here we got the next X with water damage, so I will save the data. So let's have a look how fast we can solve this problem, how fast we can get the data, and how ugly looks the phone or not. So I just get on the on-hands camera. I hope today I don't forget anything to activate or deactivate. It's hard when you do a video like that and after that you remember things like that. It's really bad. So, taking out the screen. Oh, yeah, here you see corrosion. Right on the camera you see corrosion. It's nice for a picture. And in most of the cases, the problem is here. So let's have a look how the board looks and if the board got a short or not. Hopefully we can do this data rescue fast. Because you just need to know the problems on water damage on the X, and then you can solve them all in a really good way. On the X you don't have to swap the board very often on these problems. Andy, can you give me your methyl? Thanks, bro. Just use some alcohol or methyl alcohol to get off flex cable for Face ID, because we don't want to destroy the cable, don't want to rip, don't want to cut like ever. Then we need a clean room wipe. Just press slightly one time and we can get out the front camera, Face ID. Get off all the flex cables. The X is really a device I really love. It's, in my opinion, for repairing, one of the best phones on the market. At start of the X we thought, oh no, it's really hard to repair them. Andy remembers. But at this time we really do so much of these X's. They all work without any problems. Data rescue are in most of the cases fast jobs. So take out the SIM tray. And after that, get out the board. Don't rip off any flex cables. And here we get. Just have a look at the board. If we see any corrosion there. Here we got corrosion. What about that? Looks good from the top. Only there's some corrosion. But at all, it looks, for me it looks really nice. Okay, just get off the corrosion here at the side. And then let's check with the iPower adapter. Looks like a boot. I think it looks like a boot. So get on the screen. Get on a screen. And we see an apple. Wait some seconds, and I think that the problem at this device is related to the Face ID. This is a test screen. And yeah, phone is fully working. So we don't need to reball the board, but I think that the problem is related to the Face ID. We will check this now. Without connected Face ID, no, screen problem too. Have a look for the connections here. FPC is looking fine. So we do the following. We just give on the Face ID sensor and get another screen on it. Our test screen on it. And the cable, power cable, and we boot just to see if the phone starts or if it loops. And you see it directly loops, and that's the problem. Like I said before, it's mostly a problem with the Face ID. So it starts without the Face ID. We could save the data now, but then we got no nice video for that. So just remove the damage. Here the corrosion. It's mostly here. So we got a broken screen. And we got a problem with the Face ID.
This guy made underwater photos with broken screen?
and here no, the screen is damaged by the water, I think. You see it's in two parts here. Just have a look if we can. Yeah, that's no problem to fix. That's no problem to fix. For that, because here we got just some glue. But the problem will be related to corrosion here. Oh, you don't see? Same problem like every time. I just forget to switch. The problem is related to that. I see corrosion here. So just do that. Get off the cable here. And then we can start by fixing that. Just get it on the preheater. Just get the whole flex cable on the preheater. So we can solve this problem. Like you see, I do it in that way. This is no rip, this is just a form of flex cable here, okay? Now we just get some flux on it and just waiting for heating up. And after that we take out sensor, clean the corrosion, and perhaps we got corrosion here too. We see later. At the flood illuminator, first we check the sensor. It's really hard how many of these water damages we see. Today we get another one or two posted. Many people write us in groups or things like that if we can solve some problems. WhatsApp group again now. They don't understand that we can't solve problems without seeing the devices. Just don't understand that. Okay, just wait short time. Only use preheat, use no hot air to do things like that. need some seconds to lose. To melt down the solder. There's a new fixture for the SST12 Sunshine. I already ordered a mold for Face ID. I ordered on Union Repair, should get it these days. And we just have to wait. Just have to wait until the solder melts. Normally you could swap the whole flex cable, but first we have a look if we can solve it by just removing the corrosion. I just use the big hot plate for the iPhone X, and it takes longer time to get hot than the small mold for iPhone 7. But on this hot plate I have a little bit more space. So I use that, and I wait a little bit longer as on the small plate. Waiting. I changed the hot plate in a second because I don't want to wait as long as this, but yeah. Sometimes we have to wait, ladies and gentlemen. Give it some seconds. And now it loses. Yeah. Do we see some corrosion here or not? Or is the corrosion behind the flood eliminator? I think should be behind the flood eliminator. But here I see nothing. But now we take the solder wick. I already made a video for that, and it was the same. We had corrosion only behind the flood eliminator. And not behind the sensor. But we have to check. We always have to check. Take off these bubbles. It's because of the heat. Go down with the heat. Sometimes the cable blows up in some points. And then just take some UV to fix that. it was a little bit too much on this point. But it's okay. Take it here and here, and then I will scrape later. If I got some too much, like here, I will scrape it off the pads later. Just get some UV light. And then we get on the sensor again. Just wait a short time. Have a look on the sensor itself. What do we see here? Hey, come on to me. Just take a board holder and have a look if we can use it for that. So it's okay for just for taking off the solder. Looks nice. Take a wipe, some alcohol or contact cleaner. And clean it. Have a look if it's clean. Yeah, it is. Now we check side on the flex cable. Take a knife, just slightly scrape the pads free. So then clean, get some flux on it, or just take a photo for that. It's not the biggest repair, but it's okay when we take some photos. Now just some flux and some 183 solder. And you see, the 183 is already melted. So we can just get some solder on the bottom here. Just a small amount, okay. Then get it on. Just wait a short time. Get some flux on it. Yeah. Nice. Now get off the preheater and just wait. On this repair you have to wait much time. Okay, should be fine. And here you can see it's soldered down correctly. Looks good. But because we didn't found corrosion behind that, the problem will be, like in the last video, behind the flood eliminator. So just carefully get off the tape, Teflon tape, without ripping off any flex cables. And then we can check the flood eliminator. So just wait until the temperature has reached. Ich sah das Backlight-Fehler. Backlight-Circuit 100%. Ja, schaltet ihn mal kurz und dann fällt's aus. Okay, wait until the hot air reaches the preheater reaches the temperature. Get out the flood eliminator. Solve the problem. Get back. Now we just have to wait. We just have to wait, find the corrosion, and then soldering back. Would the preheater work faster? We were faster with the repair. And you see the corrosion here. That's the problem. And we can just fix it. See the other side. See here. Okay. So you see that? Corrosion, corrosion, corrosion. So in that way, the phone can't start without looping. And don't think it's a too easy repair. It always looks easy when you see... Oh, kann ich schon mal gerade gucken? Wir haben schon 10 Uhr.
Ja.
Da ist aber jemand. Der geht gerade wieder weg. Das ist nämlich UPS. Der hat um 10. So, at this point, we just cleaned the corrosion. Get it dry. And now we can put some fresh solder on the pads to get them get a look nicer. Okay, just need a little bit of solder. Normally I use paste for that. Now I only got a wire here on the table, so I have to use that. Okay. And you see it looks nice. Not too much solder on it. Don't want to have too much. You can see some glue rests. Scrape it slightly away. So it's better for soldering back. And looks nice, okay? So we place it here and have a look at the flex cable side. Okay, let's have a look. It's a nice picture. Okay, now let's have a look if we can scrape away some corrosion. You can see some bubbles at the flex cable. It's because of the heat. But I reduced the heat to a minimum. Should work. Should work. My new oil painting brush is not good. The old one was better. Okay. Now let's just take the tweezers and get away this coating because it's bad. It's because of the water damage and the heat. see? Scrape it slightly away. And then take some UV glue. There's some UV solder mask, sorry, I always say glue, but it's solder mask. Don't want to stick, baby, why? Okay. Oh, come to me, solder mask. Just doesn't want. Okay, just one time, give it a short shot. And after that, I just put it on and scrape it away later from the pads. Just need to be fast. So do it in that way. Won't be any problem. So now we can hard it out, then scrape away what is too much, and then we can solder back the flood eliminator. Just wait for hardening out. Just make it flat. Yeah, take off a little bit more because it's too much. It's too much here too, I have to scrape it off, sorry. Sorry people, wasn't good my work at this point. So just scrape away the whole solder mask. It's because it's so hot under the mask here. So I want to do it gently in the right way. So we get off the preheater. We get it on the table like we should do from the start. Then we do it right. Printer doesn't work. Why? So now we scraped away. Now we can do the solder masking in the right way. Just get some solder mask here on the table, and then we just do it like that. So you see, always do things right from the start. Not as I did in this case, just wanted to be fast, fast, fast. Then you can do things twice. And it's not fine. So you see, now it looks much better. And it's always the same. After these damages, you got a lot of corrosion on the flex cable, and you don't see anymore the pads, or you don't see the pads anymore. It's correct grammatically correct. So then get some flux, and after that you can get some solder on it, not too much because we have on the other side too. For me it's only because we had corrosion there and I want to have a clean contact surface. So I really like these Face ID repairs. And you see on this pad we already got some corrosion because the solder doesn't stick 100%, but it's no problem. It comes here, you see, just some corrosion, scrape it slightly away, get some flux on it again, and then you will see it will work much better. Same here. And flux all over the cable again. Always use enough flux. So now we should be nice again. Yeah, looks much better. And now we can solder down. The flood illuminator. Just have a look here and just get some flux here. And waiting for melting. And you see it melts directly. Just check the right side for the flood eliminator. Oh, here we got. Maybe just turn around one time. And we get to hook it up in that way here. So now start to fix. So should be fine now. Just wait short time. Should be hardened out. Already 45 minutes video. It's long. It's really long. Now we can control our work. You see, connection is there. Looks good. And now just clean here one time. You see, it's ugly. Don't has to be ugly. So clean, clean. Clean gently. Okay. Now we can test. Now we can do the test. Just give you on hands. Just take the board. Just give on the sensor and the test display. And the iPower adapter. And now the phone should boot normally without looping. And the loop has gone. So second step is to check if we got any corrosion here. Yeah, man. Looks nice. We got no Face ID error message anymore at all. We just have to wait sometimes so we can get the data. But the repair of the sensor and the flood eliminator is done. No boot looping, phone boots. And now we can just wait and then get the data.